Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a pick a card reading. It's a love reading. It's about where is your relationship headed. All right. So basically, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies, and we'll also be taking a look at obstacles if there are any in this connection. All right. Chances are we come to a reading only when things are not doing okay. If everything is going great in your relationship, you don't really have time for a tarot reading, do you? So we will just take a look if there are any obstacles, and then what should we do moving forward. All right. I have pre-shuffled your oracle cards and a few messages from your person, as well as zodiac signs. Basically, there are 12, so I've shuffled them in a way that each pile gets 4. All right. So don't get hung up about the zodiac sign. When we talk about zodiac signs, it's not just the big 3, sun, moon, and rising. It's also Mars and Venus. But don't get stuck on that. All right. What you need to do is when I taking a look at your past energies, like initially I'm going to start with charms and letters for you and some other cards along with the oracle, the zodiac signs. All right. Don't give up on the reading just then. Once I talk about your past energies, if that doesn't resonate, then this pile is not meant for you. All right, because the past is something that's already happened. So if that doesn't resonate, that means it's not your reading. Then you can choose another pile, or maybe today the reading is not meant for you because this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but you're meant to see it as and when you stumble upon it. So chances are, maybe if you find the past is not resonating in this pile, maybe you can choose another pile. Either ways, don't force fit anything. And that is why it's very important when you're actually choosing the pile, you follow your intuition. All right. So that's very important. So then you know that that pile is actually meant for you. Okay. No pressure. Be calm when you do that. And that's why we go with the ritual. So without further delay, let's dive right in. As you can see, we have 3 piles. Pile number 1 is the Light Seers Tarot, or this beautiful rose quartz heart. Pile number 2 is the Universal Weight Tarot, this black Tourmaline crystal ball. And pile number 3 is the Wild Unknown Tarot, or this beautiful amethyst point. All right. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Think of the person on your mind as you open your eyes and choose the pile that you're drawn to instinctively. All right. If you're drawn to more than one, you can see both. You can see all 3. Or if you feel that you just can't make out if any of this is for you, then maybe there's no message in this for you. All right. So just follow your inner guidance. Now we will start with pile number 1. Let me just move this out of the way. This goes here. This is pile 3. This goes here. This is pile 2. And here we are. So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. For those of you who've chosen the Light Seers Tarot and this precious rose quartz heart. So there's a lot of innocent love in this connection. Innocent, beautiful. You know, I won't be surprised if we get the 6 of Cups in your reading, all right? Because this is that kind of feeling of maybe childhood sweethearts, first love. This rose quartz always brings that energy for me, all right? So now from here, I'm going to keep your person's channel messages from your person, as well as your oracle cards and advice cards for later. We're just going to take a look at your zodiac signs, yours or your person's, and we'll go take a look at the charms and the letters. So if there is something in it, I'll still want you to wait till I look at your past energies. If till that time nothing resonates, then this reading is not meant for you. All right. All right. So let's take a look at the zodiac signs. You have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Sagittarius. All right. So let's try and put it in a way. Is it visible? Yes. So we can, okay, we'll put your rose quartz there, and we'll put your, so you have Aquarius. You can make out with the symbols, I think, by now. Leo, Taurus, and Sagittarius. All right. We shall take a few letters. All right. Is this visible? Yes. For letters, you have a U, a T, an N, O, another T, a Q, an I, another N, a lot of double letters, a V, and an A. All right. So these are as far as the initials go, either yours or your person, or if you can make any word as you look at it, which means something to you or your person or your connection, you can take it as a sign. Wow. The beautiful Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Fool. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Just look at this. So what I feel is that, this could be a very spiritual connection. All right. Maybe you've not seen it that way. Maybe you've just had light-hearted fun in the past, but, or maybe you wanted this, but maybe only one of you was putting in effort in this connection, though you wanted, I mean, it may have started out as an equal relationship. Then you felt maybe, only one person was putting in effort. Maybe that's why there's some challenging energies in your connection for which you've come to this reading for. But both of you want a new beginning here, and that's what's going to happen is what I feel. Okay, Aquarius, double confirmation. You get Aquarius here again as an additional connection. As I said, this could be a spiritual connection with this cat here. Also, maybe one or both of you have a cat or you like pets. With this elephant here, if you have been running into obstacles which are because of something external or because of lack of communication, whatever it is, now you're going to find a solution and you will be able to move forward. You or your person, either of you is a very private person and you don't open up readily. Maybe that is whoever the person is who doesn't open up readily is possibly the person who hasn't been, coming out with what they feel, and that's why one person feels it's one-sided. But the side with this globe here, I feel either that you are far apart. Distance is a factor in your connection, and for others of you, whatever it is that whatever the obstacles are with this elephant here, that's moving away and you're closing out a cycle is what I feel. All right, again with this ring here, I feel you're closing out a cycle. This connection goes a long way in the past. This is my infinity symbol, though technically it is not exactly that, but this is what I take it as. So this may be, as I said, it's a spiritual connection with this Four of Wands here, and maybe you've lived many lifetimes together, all right? And maybe when you've met each other, you felt that there's this great comfort level between the two of you. There's a lot of love here that I felt along with that heart there. And yes, with the shell card, and now with this, I feel maybe one or both of you could also be a water sign. Apart from any of these, you could be a water sign. Yes, maybe you or your person, whoever was the person who doesn't speak up too much, maybe the one who's got more water placements in their chart is possibly the person who's wearing a mask or wasn't telling their true feelings. All right, there is a lot of abundance coming in this connection. All right, and maybe both you and your person, you really benefit with going out in nature some more. All right, so this is as far as your letters are concerned, your initial messages are concerned, and your zodiacs are concerned. I'm keeping this here, and now we'll get into your tarot. All right. All right. So let's take a look. Pile number 1. Where is your connection headed? All right. We'll first place cards for your past, present, obstacles, and future. Sorry, we dropped the card. I wouldn't take this card, but you'd like to see it. It's the Two of Cups. All right. Let's take a look. All right. The Tower. Queen of Swords, Strength, the Star, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, oops. You get the Eight of Wands and the Hangman, and the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, wow, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. Look at that, pile number 1. You saw me shuffling right in front of you. You have a Six of Pentacles here. You have a Six of Pentacles here. Overarching energy is the Four of Wands. You get the Four of Wands here. How cool is that? All right. And you have Aquarius here. You have Aquarius here. All right. And you have Aquarius as the Fool here. And you have Aquarius with the Star here. All right. Again, you have Leo here. You have Leo here. All right, and you have Leo here as well. Apart from the other the zodiac signs I mentioned, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Sagittarius, there is also Libra, energy of Libra here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius again, Leo, as I said again, and there could be some water placements, but may not be the big 3. All right, okay. In the past, you know, as I was saying, I was picking up that this relationship goes back a long way, all right? Maybe you've known each other initially as friends, and then you've come and got into this relationship, and things just felt so natural. You just felt so comfortable with one another. Maybe you've never even spoken to each other that it was just a given that this is going to grow into something beautiful. And then a Tower moment happened in your past, all right? Something happened which really shook you, pile number 1. You didn't expect this turn of events. You didn't expect, maybe your person spoke harshly to you, or they said something in a way that you didn't expect it. And you had some sort of a break in your connection. And this was, it came all of a sudden, and it was very shocking, all right? And if it is your person who's brought about this break, it wasn't easy for them either. They had to show a lot of strength in bringing an end to this connection, all right? And whatever way you've spoken to each other, maybe your person's remained stoic about it, didn't show with that wearing a mask here. They didn't express, they just cut the connection, all right? And I don't think this was ghosting, actually. This just looks like a neat break. They've just come and they've just said something with this Queen of Wands here. Swords here. They've said something which has possibly even hurt your ego. And it was very cut and dry. And maybe you didn't get to say your side of the story. And that's it. There was a neat split. All right. present, you both are thinking of each other heavily, all right? There is a lot of hope in this connection. You both want a victory here, but you're just hoping, your person's hoping that you'll make that move, because I think your person also operates with a lot of ego, all right? But they have a lot of hope for you. They hope that this connection will materialize in the future, all right? They see you as the star. They knew, for them, there's no doubt that you were the one, all right? Now, whatever happened, why this happened, could be, your person, it could be your person's insecurities, it could be any sort of third party, doesn't have to be a person, because I don't see anything like that in the cards, but could be circumstances, could be their family, could be anything, all right? But they have not given hope. At that time, it didn't work and they just cut it. They've not given you an explanation, which they should have ideally. But they can't stop thinking of you, all right? They dream of you. They think of you a lot, and they want a victory with you, all right? What are the obstacles in the connection? I'm sorry, I've dropped one card here. Oh, just please. All right. You both are feeling this loss with the Five of Cups here. You both are feeling this loss. There's the Five of Cups here and there's the Nine of Swords here. You're having sleepless nights. You may, people around you may not notice because you may be showing as though everything is fine here. But the two of you are in a bad way. You miss each other a whole lot. For those of you who've come to this reading, who don't know what happened, why it happened, all of a sudden you blaming yourself perhaps, or you're just trying to just keep thinking why this happened, what did I do wrong, what went wrong, why, and the other person wants to communicate with you, but this is what both of you want. You want that communication, you want to meet, you want to get things out, and you want answers and they want to give it to you, but no movement. This is all what you want. This is all what you're brooding over. You're crying over it, both of you, but no action. And it's absolutely fine, pile number one. If they are the ones who's brought down this tower moment for whatever reason it is, it may be a very authentic reason, but they've not given you an explanation, and ideally they are supposed to come to you. I'm not telling you to have any anger, because anger, if you have against another person, it's basically because you're angry at yourself. It's just that you project it onto the other person. So you need to work on healing yourself. All right. And this is what, whatever the obstacles are, which is causing so much of sorrow, it is all because of lack of communication. The fact that they did not communicate clearly with you, and the fact that you are just holding, everything for that one communication to come from them. If closure doesn't come to you the way you want it, you are supposed to give yourself closure. And closure doesn't come just by saying, okay, I'm done, I'm moving on. No, that is brushing it under the carpet. Closure comes with healing, with you sitting with those energies as to why you feel the way you do. What do you think would have gone wrong? Why didn't they communicate? And it's not about blaming them or blaming you. Why is it that you are feeling such a pull towards them still? What is it that you are expecting from them which you cannot give it to yourself? So when you come to that energy wherein you start pouring in all the energy to yourself, that's when a shift is going to happen in this connection, and they will come forward. All right. In your future energies, you get the Six of Pentacles. So in the past, wherein you have been putting the effort, your person wants to put in that effort too. All right. With this beautiful King of Swords here, right under the Queen of Swords in the same row, shows that you are counterparts. All right. And your person is going to come. And if they have said something in the past to hurt you, you are now in this energy wherein you pretend as though it really didn't matter too much, That's how you want to show. You want to portray that you're over this person and that you're living your life. But both of you, this is your reality. Behind the masks, this is your reality. You both really miss one another. You both having sleepless nights. You want a solution to this, and you're just leaving it to the universe that something is going to happen. And that is fine. Leaving it to the universe and allowing the universe to bring life to you the way it is a wonderful thing. It's the best thing to do, provided you are also doing what you need to do, which is healing yourself. The universe is making this Four of Wands all ready to happen. All right? They're waiting to give you a new beginning with this Fool card here. With this globe here, as I said, the cycle is coming to an end. But you and your person, if you don't work on yourself, this is going to be delayed. This is going to be prolonged. With this Four of Pentacles here, with no one wanting to, you don't want to let go of one another. You don't want to let go of this connection, but you don't want to tell the other person how you feel. In the past, possibly you did and they didn't. But after this break, now even you don't. So you've both got these walls up above and you want the other persons to start, or you want the universe to do it. Now you have come to this reading pile number 1, and whatever advice there is will be applicable to you. But the good part is, especially if you're counterparts, it's when you withdraw your energies from the connection and put it on yourself and heal, automatically they get triggered to do the same. Especially if it is a mirroring connection, then all the more. But even otherwise, you don't wait for anybody. You work on yourself. You get yourself out of these energies and you watch the shift happening. All right. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards. Advice. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I just love this. All right, so things are changing. You both are waiting for it to change, and it is changing. So possibly you are already working on yourself. And if you want this to happen faster, you need to really, really work on yourself and let this connection go for what it is right now. Because you don't want this mismatched energy. You want energy wherein both of you communicate, both of you have equal give and take, and it's coming. All right, with this globe card here and this ring out here, and now you've got additional confirmation. This is going to change, all right? Comfort. Yes, you need to be comfortable in who you are. You need to embrace who you are, pile number 1. And I think slowly and steadily you're doing that. And that's when you can get over those dark energies of your 9 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, all right? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And in this case, pile number 1, the step that you are guided to take is to withdraw from this connection and pour all of that love and affection, attention, everything onto yourself. And this will get your person to come and make that effort towards you, which they haven't done in the past for whatever reason it is. All right? Compromise. Yes. That is the essence to every relationship. And compromise means a 50-50. All right? And in the past, that's not how it was. All right? In the past, you were possibly putting in the effort, and they are the ones who've called it off. If you feel the energies are interchangeable, you can, because that happens. If you find that you're the one who's withdrawn your energies, then you know what you have to do. Actually, if you are the one who's withdrawn the energies, then it's a lot easier, because then you have to make the first move, and you've come to the reading and now you know how things stand and you can make that choice. But more often than not, people who come to the reading are the ones who have actually been on the receiving end of such a shock, and they don't know what to do. The only thing you should do, you must do, and you can do is to work on yourself. Give yourself that love, that affection, and do what it is that makes your soul happy. Just all you need to focus is to come into balance and to be exceedingly happy, to be your happiest self. Okay, whatever it takes to make you happy, except this person. The minute you do that without this person and give yourself all that happiness, this person will come back. All right. Now, messages from this person, and you get disconnected. Yes, right now this person is disconnected because they are putting in effort. They want this more than anything else, but they are also trying to work on themselves. It was not easy for them to put an end to this connection and to speak to you this way, but they needed to do that for whatever reason it is. All right. And right now they are actually working on themselves, which is why, because someone is doing work here, which is why this cycle is coming to an end. All right. So if they are, then they must be triggering you to do some work. So you need to work on yourself too. Then you have, it's no use. So it's possibly either one or both of you feel, because maybe the separation has been for a while now, this breakup or this no communication has been for a while, and you feel it's no use. Having said that, either knowingly or unknowingly, you're still manifesting each other by working on yourself. And because I see the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords, your counterparts here, and there's a Four of Wands, I feel maybe you are actually disconnected from one another and working on yourself, which is the best way to be. And this is why possibly you will finally, come together or be given an opportunity from the universe to either move things forward or have an amicable closure, whichever way. Let us stargaze together. So this reminds me of that Seven of Cups energy, wherein there are a lot of things you want to do, which you did. Maybe you had a lot of fun with this rose quartz here. When things were happening, before this tower moment, it was so beautiful between the two of you. There was a lot of childlike fun, a lot of time where you spent with each other, which were happy moments. All right. And now things look very difficult, but it's just a matter of time. You just pay attention to yourself and do whatever it is that you're doing. And I think your person's also doing it. All right. So on the surface of it, you show that you're both cool and you're doing your own thing, but secretly you are manifesting each other because you're thinking of each other all the time. All right. But don't let that come in your way to block your progress, because you are making progress. And if this connection is meant to happen, then with all the effort that you're putting on yourselves, the universe will bring you back together. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonated, and wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye. Pile number 2. For those of you who've chosen the Universal Weight Tarot, as well as this beautiful Tourmaline crystal, if you're having difficult energies, if you're facing a time where you're feeling extremely despondent, and if you get this feeling that maybe there's no future in this connection, we'll find out. But either ways, whether this connection works out the way you want it or not, with this Tourmaline crystal, just know that you and your person, wherever you are protected, and you're being guided onto the path which you need to be following at this time. All right. So nothing is going wrong. There is just lessons to be learned. When people don't come together in union, it's because there is something else which is bigger and better that's planned for them. And if that union is meant to happen, no matter what you try, it will happen someday in a way that you don't expect it. But if you're just feeling that there's nothing that's beautiful in your life, or things are just going against you, nothing is going against you with this beautiful crystal. Everything is going for you. You don't see it because you don't have that kind of vision where you can see everything that's happening. But a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and they're all happening for you and not to you. All right. So have faith. And the rest, we'll take a look at this reading and we'll find out. All right. So first, I'm going to take these are your channel messages, advice cards, which we'll look at the end of the reading. Right now, we're going to take a look at your zodiac signs, charms, zodiac signs of you or your person, charms, letters. And if things don't resonate at this stage, don't give up on the reading. If after that, I'm going to take a look at what are your past energies. If that doesn't resonate, you can choose something else. All right. So let's take a look. You have Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Oh, we've got all the water signs here. Huh? And Libra. I should have done this in the last group. This is better. All right, we take a few charms. We may get additional confirmation for the zodiac as well. We'll take a few cards. I've got my eyes closed. 1, I think. 2, 3, yes. And we'll take letters. Okay. I'm trying to actually, I've put the letters. I love owls, so I've got this beautiful thing, but it's not very friendly because the letters, you know, when I'm pull out letters from down below, it's difficult. Either I drop the tiles or I keep taking out the same thing. I need to do something about this. Well, I think we've got enough. Is this visible? Yes. All right, let's take a look at the letters first. You have an A, you have an R, you have a D, you have another A, you have an N, you have a B, Bard, Ban, Bane. You have an E, you have an I, you have an M, you have an O, you have 3 E's and 2 O's and 2 A's. Oh, wow, you have 4 E's. So, these are the initials of either you, your person, or if you can see any word that, you know, is somehow associated with you or your person or the two of you or your connection, then you can use that as additional confirmation for you. All right. Oh, there's another letter here. It's a blank. So if you want another letter, you can use that. A blank. All right. And we've got cards. You got, wow, you got the Devil. You have the 4 of Wands. And you have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Actually, I won't take reversals here because it just comes in anyway. I don't even realize when I'm making them okay. I mean, you know, turning them around. So it'll be unfair if I've not done that for everybody. Okay. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this is definitely a connection which is taking its toll on you with this devil energy. You feel that you are stuck. You know, you can't move forward. And this connection possibly is not moving forward. It may be a beautiful connection, and it could be a divine connection with this 4 of Wands here. But with the devil energy here, this is something that is actually taking its toll on the two of you. All right, there could be codependency issues, there could be fears of some kinds, insecurities, whatever it is. You are both wanting this union, but your own energies are blocking this. All right, we'll take a look as and when we take the tarot cards, but this is what I feel very strongly. So you are thinking about each other a lot. You know, for maybe some of you, it is a physical attraction, maybe for either you or your person. You know, your person may be thinking about you a whole lot as far as, you know, with sexual thoughts maybe. Or this connection could be codependent, wherein you feel it has to happen, otherwise you can't move forward. But it's not a healthy dynamic. It's not equal give and take. It's not easy. But, and maybe for some of you, you've withdrawn your energies or they have, but you can't move forward. You're still stuck. Your head is stuck here in this connection. So we'll take a look as we move forward. All right. For additionally, apart from the 3 water signs we had and Libra, you have Aries here and you have Sagittarius. So that's fire energy. Now let's take a look. You have the moon here. So maybe you or your person is intuitive. This also gives me Pisces and Cancer vibes. With this cat here, again, this talks about intuition. With this unicorn, either you or your person or the two of you find each other unique. All right. With this monkey spirit here, it's either one or both of you could be born in the year of the monkey, or it could be that you generally like to have a lot of fun with one another, and it's very light energy when you are in the vibe. With this cactus here, I feel right now either you or your person, you're prickly and not approachable. Maybe your person sees you like this, or this is how you see your person, or this is how they have been. With the starfish here, again, a lot of water sign energy, water energy here. With the star here, there's a lot of hope in this connection. This is again Aquarius energy. With this flip-flop here, this gives me very beach vibes. Maybe you and your person like to be at the beach. There's a lot of water connection here with the starfish and this, and a lot of water signs here. With this bow, maybe you or your person could be thinking of giving the other person a gift. And with this cross here, maybe one or both of you are practicing Christianity, or you are Christians. And is there anything else? No, I think that's it. All right. So this is part 1 and part 2 of this reading, and now let's go into the tarot. I'm going to shuffle cards here, and first we'll take out cards for your past, present, obstacles and future. And if your past doesn't resonate, then this is not your pile, all right? All right, pile number 2. What's happening in your connection with your person? In the past, you have the 3 of Wands. The Tower. Wow. And the 6 of Swords. Present energies, you have the Hierophant. The Ace of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. For obstacles, you have the Empress, the 6 of Wands, Justice, and for your future, you have the King of Swords, the High Priestess. Oh wow, you get the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of deck energy, you have the 5 of Cups. Okay. No wonder we found the Devil here. It's not an easy connection at all, because it's a very spiritual connection, very spiritual connection. It could even be a twin flame connection. All right? All right, in your past, your overarching energy is the 5 of Cups. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at this. Oh, God, look at... We'll not stop. We'll just be taking out cards one after the other. Look at this. Very powerful. All right. Right now, you and your person are not happy. Whatever you may be showing out to the external world, your heart is heavy. You have a lot of sorrow of something that you both had great expectations for, and it's just fallen flat. The 2 cups are standing. You both have this knowing that you're meant for one another. You just know that you are meant for one another. All right. And as I said You're divinely protected as well, because this is meant to be. This is a spiritual connection. And you will have a second chance in the future. You will have a new beginning. All right? But right now, you've got to deal with what's happening right now. So in the past, it's possible that you were waiting for this person, or your person was waiting for you to be ready to move this to the next level. All right, maybe you were waiting for a proposal, or they were waiting for a proposal. Take it how it resonates. Or maybe, one of you was studying and the other one was, waiting to, depending on your situation, waiting for the other person to finish their education or finish their training, if depending on whatever they're doing. Or maybe one of you have gone abroad to study and the other one's waiting for you to return. So there was a lot of waiting, in the hope, in that anticipation that wonderful things are going to happen. But what happened was the tower, neat split, and you walked away from one another with the Six of Swords here. Whatever it is, it's either your families didn't approve of it, or something came in the way, something external came in the way, and this waiting just came to an abrupt end, and you knew that there's no point waiting anymore, we have to move. And so you've moved, both of you have moved to calmer waters, all right, with a very heavy heart. And no matter when this has happened, in the recent past, or many years ago, or many, many years ago, the feeling of sorrow is very strong, because you know that you were meant for one another. All right? In the present energies, now with this Hierophant here, and the Justice card here as an obstacle, with the Empress card here, I feel that either both of you, either one of you or both of you are now in separate connections. You are married to someone else. And though there's a lot of love here in this connection, all right, they see you as the ultimate nurturing partner, or you see them as that. You are one another's wish fulfillment. Obviously, you are the only one who can give them that cup. However, when you've had this split in the past, for whatever reason that was, you have moved away and you have carried on with life knowing that there was, you couldn't see any future together. You didn't know how to work through it. And you just moved away and you moved apart and you got on with your life and you have gotten to different connections, which is the way to be. That's how it is. You don't stop your life for anybody, because, in this beautiful life that we have, we souls, we come in here to learn certain things. And just because one thing doesn't work out, because there's a split in a relationship, or we lose someone to even, to the other world, they go, pass on. Even then, life doesn't stop. You have to keep moving. And you just can't keep brooding or put an end to your life. None of that is the way forward, because you've come here into this life to learn certain things. And these tower moments are to help you build, not just build your character, but also teach you what you were meant to learn. All right, so you both have done the right thing. It didn't work. There's a lot of pain, and you've moved. And maybe you've gotten to your own jobs, whatever you had to do, and then you found somebody and you have settled down with them. All right. And it's possible that you were living happy lives wherever you are, with whoever you are, and then you had this chance meeting once again. With this Judgment card here, I'm not surprised. You got a chance to meet each other again. You've just bumped into another, and now all this passions awakened again, because you've always deep down inside have this soft spot for one another, have this feeling of, but it didn't work out, and this was my one true love. All right. But since you've moved away and got into your own lives, into your own relationships, you never expected this to happen. Maybe you've been, you've moved far away, you were in different states, different countries perhaps, and you never expected to meet one another again, but you did. And now this has, suddenly got these, all this hurt which was embedded, which you've kept under the carpet, kept behind, because now you've moved on in your life and you're living happily with whoever you're with. Maybe you've got children. with this Empress card here, one or more, or one or both of you may have children as well in your marriage, and you're living a happy life. You've been working really hard on your marriage, and you've been, both of you, pile number 2, you and your person, either or both of you. Since we've got 2 cards here, the Hierophant as well as Justice, I feel both of you are in different relationships and you're happily working and you're happy in your relationship. It's not as though you're, staying with the devil or this, because I find this more often than not, everyone tends to paint the karmic partner as some devil. It doesn't have to be. You could be in a very happy marriage with someone, even though that person may be your soulmate and not a twin flame. And yes, what you feel for a twin flame is something very special. But this 3D reality is very real for people living here. And so if you are in a separate marriage wherein you are very happy and your person's very happy and you've got children, you've got a unit, and that is the whole point about this twin flame connection, because usually the twin flame comes back only when you are happily settled in your marriages, and then the triggers happen, and this is what you need to learn. This is what you have come to this lifetime for, to learn and to navigate. And there is no right or wrong. If you choose to carry on with your soulmate and be in this family unit because you feel your sense of responsibility is stronger, and there are things to still learn with your soulmate, it's absolutely fine. And if you feel that this pull is too much and you've let go of it once in the past, but now you've done work on yourself and you are ready for union and you decide to walk away from this unit of yours, that is also okay. Will either making a choice be easy? No, it won't. One may be easy from a 3D point of view of how people will see you, but then inside you will be in this energy, faking it on the outside. And otherwise, you may actually move away from here and try to make sure that, that unit, even though you've left them, you leave them very happily, but you have no guarantee of how your partner and your children are going to take it. You may say all the right things, but they may not be in the journey with you. So they may not accept it. And this is what is happening, I feel. And since both of you are in your marriages, and they are happy marriages, not that they're not happy, so it makes it all the more difficult. If you're living with someone who's really difficult and you're having fights every day and you want to move on, that's still okay. Actually, the other person, your twin, when they come forward, it may feel like, oh wow, finally I can move out from here, or you don't have remorse in moving out from the unit. But when you're living absolutely happily, what do you do? And I feel this is the energy that you're in, both you and your person, pile number 2. You want a victory here, but you're very happy where you are. And so you just hope that things just work out somehow. But you both are also okay. And I also feel that both of you, it matters to the 2 of you how others look at you, especially for your person, is what I feel, pile number 2. It's possible that when you've met for the first time and been in love and this tower moment happened, you were really, really young. And now I feel you've both made a name for yourself. And I feel this especially for your partner. This person, really, it makes a difference to them how the world views them. All right. And they feel that if they step out of the family unit that they have, pursuing you, people will not understand the nature of your relationship, and it will hold it against them, and all that they have built up over the years will come crashing down. And this is the biggest obstacle, which is why they are not making a move towards you, because they are happily stationed and they see you are happily stationed in your life too. But the sorrow is very real that both of you face. It's very real. In your future, I see the King of Swords and the High Priestess here, and these cards here. Though there is so much love that you have for one another, neither of you are going to speak about it. Neither of you are going to show it. The King of Swords is stoic. you can't make a thing out from his face. All right, and when I say his face is because he's the king here, but these are energies we're talking about. You and your person will come, even if you come face to face meeting each other, you will be rigidly polite to one another. The depth of emotion that you have inside, you will not let the other person know, to the extent that the other person will even start doubting whether only they are feeling it and you're not. But deep down inside, this is what there is, a whole lot of love. Difficult. This is very difficult energy. And with this devil card here and this four of wands, so you both have your own four of wands with another person, but you always wanted it with one another. But this, and all you can do is think about one another, and maybe you think about one another so much, which is why this judgment has come here. It's time for, and you've been brought again. Now decide, go figure what you're going to do. And this devil energy is keeping you stuck because your 3D reality is a very real thing. What do you do? For your messages and advice, we have, don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. This is what came to my mind when I saw the 6 of wands though. Maybe when you actually come to meet one another, instead of letting pride make you look stoic and pretend as though it doesn't matter despite this love here, speak to one another. Even if you don't decide to break your marriages and come together, you don't have to. As I said, there's no right, there's no wrong. But you don't have to pretend that you don't care when you meet one another. You can let the other person know the depth of what you're feeling, and also be free enough to say that yes, you are in a happy marriage wherein, you can't let go of the person with you whom you love deeply and your children. But communicate it to the other person so that even they know that, there's nothing, you get some sort of a closure to carry on with your life, because you obviously have more lessons to learn with your karmic partner or your soulmate whom you're married to, which is why you're not able to break off from it and move to your twin flame. We have a lot of lessons to learn on various levels, all right? And maybe your twin flame came into your life just to teach you that you're codependent and you need to release that energy. Maybe you have triggered each other to check, to find out about your self-worth issues, and you worked on it. And you've got as a second chance because you've manifested it. Now don't let pride come in your way. If you get to meet your twin once again, whether or not you take it to the next level because you're already in other relationships, at least speak. Keep your pride, your ego aside, and speak from a place of love. Whatever be the outcome. Immaterial. All right? Success. And this time, when you keep your pride on the side and speak, there will be a successful outcome. The successful outcome may not be you both, having a union, but it may be that you actually part as friends with a whole lot of love for one another, knowing that you are stationed differently and that you will meet again in another lifetime perhaps, and you will unite, because a twin flame connection is meant for union. When it happens will be when the time is right. But at least you don't have to live in this energy, wondering, or coming to tarot readings for a confirmation whether they love you or not, or whether they're still invested in you or not. You can actually speak to one another about it and then move on and do what it is that you're meant to do in this lifetime. All right? Children, look at that. What did I say? Your love life is being affected by children. You are both in marriages. If not one, both of you. I feel both of you with the Hierophant and the Justice here. And you are twin flames. Why I feel is because you have, yes, the Empress card. You also have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which is a couple, which is a divine counter connection again. All right? And there are children involved here, which makes it even tougher. So it's very important when the universe brings you together, if you get to speak to one another, don't let pride come in your way. Let one another see their authentic selves. Show your vulnerable, authentic self to one another. Tell them how you feel. Discuss everything that's happened right from the Tower moment till now, and part ways understanding one another better, knowing that there will be a union when the time is right, when the universe decides. All right? within the next few weeks. So for some of you, you are going to get a chance to speak to your special person within the next few weeks. So don't blow up this chance by letting pride come in your way. And for messages, you will always be my best friend. This is what I thought, It's a very, very powerful connection, I feel. Our relationship was getting toxic. It's with this devil card here, yes, I can imagine. But somehow with your reading, I didn't feel it so much as it being toxic as it was being codependent, maybe. Maybe one of you, the person waiting for the other person to come back, had possibly given up doing whatever they were meant to and just were waiting for the other person to come back, or something like that. And last but not the least, you have, I will never give up on us. Yes. In a twin flame relationship, it's a little difficult to give up on one another. You may move on for the time being. You may not come together in this lifetime. And when you meet each other, you should communicate that. But your energies will always be entwined, always. And you will always feel one another and your energies. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We've come here to learn different lessons. So pile number 2, as I was saying in the beginning of your reading, know that you and your person and your connection is protected. Whether you ground it in this 3D or not is up to the two of you and whatever you decide. Whether you do decide to come into union or part ways because of the family units you have in which you're very happy in, do not stay in a place of guilt and do not be who you're not. So show each other your authentic, vulnerable self. Say how things are, and whatever you decide is fine. There is no right, there is no wrong, as long as you follow your heart. All right? And the universe will bring you both together when the time is right. Right now, maybe you're still meant to learn a few things. If you find the union is not happening, it's because you both are meant to learn more lessons before you unite. You still have some karma left with your soulmates or your karmic partners. All right? Which does not mean that your 3D partners who are your karmics or your soulmates are bad people or you're having a bad relationship. Then you may be having the happiest time with them. All right? So there's no guilt here, but be authentic to one another and speak to each other from a place of love, because there is a whole lot of love. So why show that there isn't? It doesn't make any sense to me, really. So I wish you all the very best, wishing you lots of love and light. And I know it's not easy, but you'll get by. And it's really, really beautiful thing that you have going for you. All right? So be grateful. Say your thanks to the universe. And just go with the flow and always act from a place of love and kindness. All right? So till next time, be good. Take care. Bye-bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. For those of you who've chosen the Wild Unknown Tarot and this beautiful amethyst crystal, yes, this is a divine connection. I've not even seen the cards, just like the other two were, but you do a lot of 5D communication. You do feel your energies continuously. There may be a lot of telepathy between the two of you, whether you know it or not. All right? And I also wanted to just tell you this one thing, is that if you've been looking for an answer, all right, if you've been waiting on something, some sort of clarity in a situation, you are getting it. Pile number 3. Definitely you'll get it, and you may get it very soon. Very soon. Maybe in this reading, maybe just after this reading. It could be as soon as that, or it's going to happen very soon. So keep your eyes and ears open, all right, to receive. All right, so we shall keep your channel messages from your person and these oracle cards here. We're going to first take a look at your person's zodiac signs, and then we'll look at the charms where we may get additional zodiac signs. We'll take out letters and a few tarot cards, and that will be part 1. And thereafter we'll go into your reading, and in this we're going to look at your past present, obstacles, and future. So if until this past energy things don't resonate, then this reading is not meant for you. All right. So let's begin. We have Capricorn. I just love the artwork on this deck. All right. Then we have Aries, Gemini, Virgo. Okay. I have my eyes closed. I'm going to take out 3 cards unless more decide to fall on their own. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll have some charms. Oh, that's a lot. Should I drop these also? Okay, if they wanted to come. Who are we to stop them? Ooh, you've got the maximum number of charms and letters, my lord. Which means you also the ones who've been subjected to the maximum noise. I'm sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the letters first. We have a G, an a W, a D, 2 I's, an F, an N, a T, a U, a J, a Q, an O, an R, an A, an O, and an I, and an X. Wow. So these are the initials of you or your person, or if there's any word that you can make out of these letters here, which, you know, mean something to you or your person or your connection, then take what resonates. All right. Now for your mini tarot, you have the 6 of Wands, and you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Lovers. What did I say about your connection? Pile number 3. Very counter with the Lovers card here. Yes, it's definitely a divine connection. With the Queen of Swords, harsh words have been spoken here in this connection. There could be a lot of ego in this connection between you and your person. You do want victory with one another. It's also possible that 1 or 2 of you are visible to people, meaning you have some sort of a fan base or people look up to you for something. There's some sort of victory that you've had. Or those of you who've come here to the reading, maybe if you're working on something, you are, or if you have a social media presence, you are going to be very victorious in what you do. All right. Yes, for signs, again, additional signs, you have Gemini here, confirmation. You have another Gemini here. You have Capricorn here. You have Leo. You have Libra. Aries and Virgo. Are there any zodiacs in this anymore? No, no more. But I can see some water energy here because we have 2 moons here. So that could be either Pisces or Cancer. Yes. You have the star here. This could be Aquarius energy. There's a lot of hope in this connection. So if things are not going okay, it's possible that there will be a shift. Again with the starfish, again I get water vibes here. I told you, didn't I, that you are going to get clarity. With this lightning card here, this could be taken as the tower moment, but for me, I feel this is going to be an epiphany for you. I felt that very strongly, all right, because it's something that I've been looking for the whole day. And it's just before your reading, I saw it, and I knew that was a sign for you, all right? So you are going to be, either through this reading or through your intuition or through some sort of epiphany, something. It's coming to you and it's going to come to you soon. You have 3 moons here. Just look at that. Lot of intuition, at this time. Again, with this Hamsa hand, you're divinely protected. I get this squirrel here and a monkey. So maybe you've had a lot of fun times with one another. Maybe you go back a long time. Your connection has been extremely deep and very transformative. You have transformed, your person has transformed, and now it's time for your connection to transform, all right? Maybe you and your person are very connected with nature. You, again, with this always comes with all these water signs. It reminds me of the beach, with your starfish and all this moon. Wherever there's a lot of water sign energy, I find this slipper coming. It gives me very beach vibes. With the snowflake here, either your partner could find you unique, you find your partner unique, or maybe your partner is just plain moody, a shrinking violet kind of a person, or you maybe, or they see you as that. This is going to be an abundant connection. And I also see with this Six of Wands, as I was saying, for some of you who are working on something, you're going to get great success in it and a lot of abundance coming in. Again, I feel this is also got to do with abundance. What is this? A tiara? Maybe your person wants to make you their queen or something like that, or you want to make your person your queen, whichever way it is, or king. No, queen. It's a tiara. It's not so much a... Again, your person or you could be in a prickly, mood at this time. Or maybe you're not easy to get along with, or either you feel that way about them or they feel that way about you. But you are going to get clarity. See, there's this amethyst here. There's that incident that I told you. You got the owl here. And which was the other one? Where was that lightning? I want you to see that lightning again. Where is it? Yeah. And this lightning is also purple, mauve. So this is going to, you are, and look at that, with Buddha here, apart from the Buddha that I always keep here, you are definitely going to have an epiphany. It's going to clear a lot of doubts that you had, pile number 3. All right, I'm going to keep this here now and we'll dive into your reading. Something, wow, I've just split the deck and I don't usually see, but we got the lovers here again, so yours is a very special connection. Alright, so we're looking at the past, present, future energies for pile number 3, along with the obstacles before we look into the future. Alright, let's take a look. You get the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, wow, the High Priestess, wow, what energies. Present energies, you have the 6 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles. For your obstacles and challenges, you get the 4 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Wow, that clarity, that epiphany that I was talking to you about. 9 of Pentacles. For immediate future, the 2 of Cups. The Hermit. And the Father of Cups, or the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy, 5 of Swords. What is it with people feeling a certain way and not communicating? I just don't know. This has been a theme, and whenever I do these readings, or whenever I go and watch other tarot card readers doing readings, it's always one person not wanting to express what they feel on the inside, even if those emotions are so beautiful. They just have a problem expressing how they feel. This feeling of my heart will be broken. So instead of someone else breaking it, I will not speak and I will break it myself as much as I want to. I just don't understand this energy. Anyway, let's get into your reading pile number 3. Just look at that. Your top cards in your past has been Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. You both wanted to ground this connection. You both had a beautiful beginning. You found complete emotional satisfaction with one another. There couldn't be anything better to ask for. The love that was between both of you was beautiful, and you had, and you were not just living in your heads that, oh, it's all romantic, all, rose-colored glasses and nothing else. No, you wanted to ground the connection. It was beautiful. Such wonderful energy. It was so fulfilling. You could complete one another's sentences. It was a highly psychic connection, as I said, with the Amethyst and with this High Priestess here. You didn't even need to communicate with words. It was like transference. You just think and the other person would know. You may even exchange, glances with one another, understanding what you want to say in a crowded room. Just look at each other and you know what you are trying to communicate. The other person gets it. That was how wonderful your relationship has been. But despite having all of that, there came a point wherein you found that possibly, and I feel it was you who did all the communication, who was very verbal about how you felt about them and how deeply satisfied they made you, and how you had these great ideas in the future about for both of you and whatever, your family and whatever. You are the one who's to do all the talking, I feel. Pile number 3, those of you who've come for this reading. And your person was with you on everything, but they never spoke. And I feel when it came to actually grounding this connection, they still didn't speak. With this, look at that, 5 of Swords here. Beneath that, you have the 5 of Wands and the Death card. They were playing, something triggered them about this connection, which is not surprising because this is a spiritual connection. We saw the Lovers here. They were playing mind games with you. This caused a lot of conflict with the 2 5s here, and this brought an end to your connection with the Death card here. And this is it may be sad, but this is how it is, because this is what we need to come here on this planet to learn. Because when we actually come down to earth, we sign soul contracts, learn certain things in this lifetime, and we have to go through whatever we go through in order to be able to heal ourselves and become the best versions of ourselves. All right? So the 2 twins, you come in contact with each other. The energy is so strong. It's a perfect match. You want to ground this energy, and then you start triggering one another. And the person who gets triggered the most, that person, who gets triggered first, that person gets insecure. That person starts self-sabotaging by playing mind games, by throwing the other person off, maybe making the other person feel inadequate. There are arguments, there are fights, and finally you decide that it's not going to work. And the first person who gets triggered, most probably, they break the connection. And then what happens? What's happening in the present? Lots of love, lots of happy memories, and then being caught in your own heads, telling yourself you're not good enough, you didn't make the other person happy, or the other person didn't think you were good enough, or you yourself think you're not good enough for the other person. They have it all going for them, but you don't have enough to give them. And then you work and you work and you work and you keep dreaming and you keep working, but you do not communicate. What is the biggest obstacle in your connection? A clammed up person. Initially, they are the ones who played mind games. They didn't tell you how they felt, though you were very expressive. Then the break happened, the fight happened, the break happened. Now, even you don't communicate. Both of you got your cards close to your chest. You have immense feeling, but you don't communicate. This truth needs to come out. And you know what? Because I told you what I did, this truth is coming out. And it's going to come out in the near future. I won't be surprised if the angels will tell you when. Alright, but I feel this truth is going to come out. And I feel both of you are single. Your person finds you so attractive, so confident, so independent. It's so appealing to them. Alright? And they themselves are busy concentrating on themselves and their lives, and to try and be good enough for you, because they have possibly put you on a pedestal. And in your future, you are finally going to come out of this hermit mode, because this hermit mode that you both have been, wherein you've been reflecting, you've been thinking a lot about what has happened, you've been working on yourself, you've been working on your coin, you've been working on yourselves independently, and your person, basically, the person who's been stuck in this energy of not being good enough, they have also risen due to their hard work. And finally, this union is likely to happen with this Two of Cups here and the Father of Cups. With great difficulty, they might actually come and open up and tell you how they feel. So this is the most straightforward ending that I have got out of the 3 piles, wherein yes, something is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. Let's take out these messages to find out. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. So right now, if you're just stuck in this energy and you're not opening your mouth, and they obviously haven't ever opened their mouth, it's going to change. So don't give up on your dreams. Keep doing the good work on yourself. You don't have to make the first move. They will. It's going to come to you. It's going to come to you really soon. Pile number 3. Illumination. Oh my God. I want to jump, in happiness. I told you this with this. I told you in the beginning that you are going to very soon get some sort of clarity, some answer. Because after such a long, just before your reading, I found what I was looking for. All right. And then you have the Ace of Swords here. You have that here, the lightning here. You have this owl here. You have Buddha here. And now you get illumination. What more confirmation do you want? It's coming to you, and it's coming very, very soon. And look at this. Hermit is also with the lantern illuminated so bright. All right, it's happening. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And I think that is the only thing that's coming in this connection. The only thing that was meant to be learned was to stay optimistic, was to get out of your head and ground this connection which you had begun with. All right, and you will do that now. Within the next few months. What did I say? I thought it will even be sooner than that. But here it is. Within the next few months, this is going to change, pile number 3. Whatever it is that has been happening, it's going to change. Divine intervention. Yes, this is a divine connection, and you will be brought together with your person again. I believe in miracles. Yes, believe in the impossible. Look at that. Oh, this, I just love it when this happens. I love you. Oh, wow. This is such beautiful energy. This is the most straightforward ending, and I think it's just going to happen. And I love Lonely Without You. Yes, This is how you both are feeling, but you've been working on yourself. You've been working on, doing what it is that you love. But you've been continuously, your higher selves have been in communication with one another, and the divine is going to intervene. You are going to get that clarity, and nothing is going to thereafter come in your way. And you're going to have this beautiful union. And my throat, that throat chakra, you need to heal. This is such a beautiful, beautiful connection. I can't, if you actually come here to this reading and you've stayed this far and you've seen this for yourself and it plays out in the next few months, we will be absolutely ecstatic to hear from you, to know that this worked out for you. All right. So pile number 3, wishing you a whole lot of luck and a lot of love, and just hope this beautiful, beautiful magic happens to you sooner than later. All right. So take care of yourself. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.